Welcome back inside the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. Game 2 of Good Friday's basketball between the Cabell Midland girls and the Morgantown girls. Starting early, a few minutes. But this one should be interesting as Cabell Midland coming in number 3 in the 4A poll. And then Morgantown at 4. We'll take a break for the national anthem. We'll be back right after this here in Beckley on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hey, this is Luke Sammons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome.
Let's go!
Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center and Game 2 here this afternoon. This one presented by Kindred Digital and Cabell County Schools. The Cabell Midland Lady Knights coming in at 7-2, ranked number 3 in the 4A AP poll. They beat Spring Valley the other night, 74-50. Spring Valley receiving votes in the 4A poll just outside the top 10 in that win for Cabell Midland. Autumn Lewis led the way with 19 points. Jasmine Wheeler had 18, and Riley Alley had 12. Morgantown coming in 7-1. They are number 4 in the Class 4A poll this week. They beat Wheeling Park 55-41 Wednesday night. Wheeling Park right now the number 2 in AP poll. So both teams coming in off some big wins. Starting lineups being announced here at the Convention Center. First for Cabell Midland, there'll be the away team on the scoreboard wearing all black. It'll be Jasmine Wheeler, 6'1", sophomore forward. KK Potter, 6 foot forward. She's a junior, along with Riley Alley, a 5'4" guard. She's a junior. Jada Alley, a 5'7" swing player, sophomore. And Autumn Lewis, 5'10", senior forward. Morgantown in home whites. They'll be home on the scoreboard. It will be Lindsay Bechtel, the 5'7" sophomore guard, at one guard position. Catherine Wassick, a 5'8" senior guard, at another guard. Carrington Piesick, a 5'8" forward. She's a junior. Barrett Johnson, 5'6" senior guard, and Caitlin Ammons, a 6'2" senior forward. So both teams with some size and some speed in their lineup. This one should be a good one. Greater Beckley held off Independence in game 1, 79-58. The next game will be James Monroe boys against Webster County boys. Cabell Midland boys will take on Woodrow Wilson at 6:15, and the nightcap Morgantown boys taking on Shady Spring. It will be Cabell Midland basketball to start this one with no tip per COVID rules. They'll be traveling from right to left here in the first half, and we're underway. Morgantown, a man-to-man defense is Wheeler. Cross court to Alley. Over to Lewis, and that one out of bounds. Quickly to Morgantown. So first possession is a turnover for Cabell Midland, and we're underway. Coach Matt Atkins for the Lady Knights. Coach Jason White for Morgantown. Just underway your game 2. Vlasic runs the point. She'll bring it up. Cabell Midland in a man-to-man defense as well. Vlasic dribbles back out on the perimeter. She's covered up. Into the high post. Now around the perimeter. Morgantown, Cabell Midland both filling each other out here early. Vlasic now back to the top of the key over to Johnson. In the corner now in the post. Pisek. No score yet. We're 50 seconds in. Both teams trying to figure each other out here early. Vlasic back up top. Long possession here. 3-ball in route. A little short that time by Bechtel. And Cabell Midland will bring it up for the second time today. Riley Alley. Left wing. In the corner to Wheeler for 3, and she buries it. Jasmine Wheeler had 18 the other night. Her first 3 comes with 6:40. First quarter. And the Knights lead early. Morgantown looking for an answer. Johnson out on the perimeter with a right-hand dribble. See a lot of man-to-man defense by both these squads today. Vlasic looking in the high post. Ammons is covered up. She'll go back to the block as Vlasic drops off in the corner. Baseline feed to Vlasic. Now around the perimeter. The Mohigans go. Ammons trying to get position inside. 3-ball en route. In the meantime, rattles out for Bechtel. Ball loose. And Morgantown will clean it up. Baseline. Bechtel back up top. 3-ball way off the mark by Johnson. And the long possession will result in no points for Morgantown. And Cabell Midland comes through defensively again. 5:45. First quarter of action here in game 2. The only girls game on the docket today. And the Knights with the lead in the ball. Autumn Lewis trying to attack, lost it on the floor. Pisek. And the Lady Knight tied up. The possession error belongs to Morgantown. 5:32. First quarter of action here in game 2. Between top 5 Class 4A women's programs, Morgantown and Cabell Midland. This one brought to you by Kindred Digital and Cabell County Schools. Attacking is Vlasic, and she'll kick out. 3-ball, this time strong again by Pisek. Morgantown corrals the offensive rebound. They'll settle back up top as Vlasic at the timeline. Going to work on Jada Alley. 5-minute mark here, first quarter. Little scoring. 3-0. Knights with the advantage. Vlasic on the attack to the wing. Up top, Pisek. Into the post goes Morgantown. That time, Ammons shot left short, but on her putback, she'll draw the bucket and the foul. Caitlin Ammons with the and-one opportunity. KK Potter picks up the foul, her first, team's first. And a free throw here by Caitlin Ammons, the 6'2 senior, can tie it, but it'll rattle out on her. Rebound. Knights. Cabell Midland comes up with a 1-point advantage. 4.5 to go. First quarter of action. Wheeler, right corner. Up top, Lewis. Lewis drives into the paint. Pull up. Jumper good. Lewis with the 12-footer. Extends the Lady Knight lead to 3. It's 5-2. Vlasic into the front court. Down in the corner to Johnson, who unloads and buries the 3. Brett Johnson, the senior guard, ties things up at 5 halfway through the first. Things starting to open up shortly here in this one. Into the post go the Knights. KK Potter going to work and puts it off the glass and in. 7-5, Knight with the advantage. 3:40 first quarter of play here in game 2 of 5. At the Convention Center. A feed into Ammons high and through her hands. Turnover gives it right back to Cabell Midland. Jada Alley. In the front court over to Lewis. Lewis back to Riley Alley. Alley on the attack to the block. High off the glass. Can't get it to fall. The putback was partially blocked, but also a foul. So Autumn Lewis, the senior post player, will go to the line for the first time today. Carrington Pisa called for the foul, her first. Team's first. And Lewis drops in the first. Second one true for Lewis. Lewis with 4 of the 9. Substitution for Morgantown. .303 left, first quarter. Morgantown with the ball, trailing by 4. Around the perimeter work, the Lady Mohigans now dropping it inside. That one a little off the mark by Ammons. And here comes Cabell Midland with the run out. Alley. Over to Wheeler, her 3 off the mark, left of the rim. And Johnson with the pull. Quickly in the front court goes Morgantown. Free ball in route, a little flat and long. That time by Bechtel. But the putback inside by Ammons will draw a foul. Revia Sweeney on the floor wearing 13 today, despite the 45 I have on my roster. Catherine Wessick is 13 on the roster. She's wearing 11. Sweeney now wearing 13. So we've got that straight. 9-5 the score. Second free throw in route and good by Ammons. 3-point ball game with 2:20 to go first quarter between two top 5 4A girls teams here in Beckley. Morgantown sticking with that man-to-man defense. Wheeler's locked down in the high post by Johnson. A feed into her. She got by Johnson. To the rack she goes, and she'll put it up off the glass and in. Nice take by Wheeler. 5-point advantage in Cabell Midland with another steal. Into the front court. Knights on the attack here early. Lewis, jab step, now the 3, and it barely moved the net. Autumn Lewis with the big 3. 1:42 left here in the third. It's an 8-point Knight advantage. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Little General, great prices, convenient places, one of our big sponsors, and the sponsor for this game, Kindred Digital and Cabell County Schools. First game today was a very fast-paced affair. Greater Beckley Christian started hitting some threes in the second quarter and pulled away and held off Independence 79-58. Caden Smallwood with 20. And Jordan McGinnis with a double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds in game 1. The game to follow this one, James Monroe, number 3 in Class A at 10-0, will take on number 7 in Class A, the 5-2 Webster County Highlanders. Cabell Midland boys and Woodrow Wilson at 6:15, and Morgantown boys and Shady Spring at 8 o'clock to wrap up this Good Friday of basketball here at Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. We'll be here for all of it on Video Productions. 8-point Knight advantage. Morgantown needs an answer as Sweeney drives to the elbow. In the corner to Moore. Moore lost it and a defensive steal. Here comes Lewis all the way to the rack. Bunny a little strong, but the Knights corral it, and Wheeler pulls up for the deep 2. That one off the mark. The putback by Lewis may have been partially blocked. And inside, Caitlin Wallace is tied up, and it will stay with Cabell Midland. Wheeler, Alley, Lewis, and Wallace, the 5 on the floor for the Knights. Wasick, Bechtel, Sweeney, Johnson, and Ammons on the floor for Morgantown. Final minute of the first, a drive, but a finger roll won't go, and a late whistle and a foul will send Jada Alley to the line for 2. Wasick called for the foul, her first. 56.4 on the first quarter clock, and dropping in the first is Allie. (15-6). The advantage, the Knights. That one off the mark. So 1 of 2 goes Allie at the free throw line. Quickly in the front court, Morgantown, and that one's intercepted by Wallace. The Knight defense all over the place, and the first mistake in the offensive end by Cabell Midland as Allie threw it out of the reach and out of bounds. So 43.6 left here in the opening period of game 2 between Morgantown and Cabell Midland girls. 6-0 run over the last minute and change for the Knights. Trying to wrap up this quarter on a high note. Sophie Wasick on the floor for Morgantown, wearing number 2. And she dribbles out of trouble. Final 20 of the first. Into the post go the Mohigans. A turner in the lane from the baseline is good. Last second heave by Wheeler to buzzer, halfway down and out, and that will end the first. Cabell Midland Knights 15, Morgantown Mohigans 8 here at the end of the first in game 2 at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center on Video Productions.
Once again, used car values have skyrocketed. This means you can see a 25 to 30% increase in the value of your car. We want your trade-in, and we want to give this money to our loyal customers instead of paying that additional money to buy vehicles at the auction. So between now and March 31st, Lewis Nissan will offer up to 30% above Kelley Blue Book average condition for your trade. We will also throw in 0% financing for up to 84 months and rebates as high as $6,000. Visit lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
So what changed? How would you explain your success?
So I finally decided, don't compromise.
So as you can see, even a dummy knows when you've been hurt in a car wreck, don't compromise. Call John.
First 8 minutes in the books here in game 2. Cabell Midland Lady Knights lead the Morgantown Lady Mohigans 15-8. Zach Helton along with you here at the Convention Center. And it'll be Morgantown basketball to start the period, trailing by 7. Into the post they go. Nice drop-off pass to Bechtel, who puts it off the glass and in. And the quick 2 by Morgantown gets them back within 5. First half minute of the second. 3 Morgantown defenders wait at midcourt as the Lady Knights now weave through the pressure. Into the front court to Wallace. Wallace drives, trying to kick over to Wheeler, but it's intercepted. Here comes Wasick to the rack. And she's stripped on the way up by Caitlin Wallace and is stolen back by Morgantown. This time, Wasick will get it to go from the left side. 4-0 run to start the quarter by Morgantown. They trail by 3 now with a little over 7 minutes remaining until halftime. On the attack this time, KK Potter lost it, and out of bounds it goes right back to Morgantown. This game presented by Kendrick Digital and Cabell County Schools. In this 4A battle between the Lady Knights and the Lady Mohigans. 6:59 first half of play. Full timeout. We'll take it with them, with the Lady Knights leading by 3 here on Video Productions.
For Kendrick Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kendrick Communications,
this is
home.
Hey, this is Luke Sammons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome. Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
Under 7 to go first half here at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. Cabell Midland Lady Knights clinging to a 3-point advantage. They used the timeout there as Morgantown was on a bit of a run. And that floater in the lane will continue the run as Ravia Sweeney cuts it to 1. It's 15-14. Knights quickly in the front court. It's the entry pass to KK Potter. Gets punched out of bounds. And it will allow Morgantown to regroup defensively as Riley Alley will trigger in from her own baseline. Into Wheeler. Back to Alley. Back to Wheeler. 3-ball left side. Rattles halfway down and out. Rebound ripped out by Sophia Wasik. And here come the Mohigans looking for the lead. Into the post, trying to get it in to Ammons, but it's snuffed out. Knights on the run out. Back and forth. Now over to Alley, and Jada Alley puts it off the glass and in. Good work between Jada Alley and Jasmine Wheeler to extend the Knight lead back to 3. 6:05 and counting first half of game 2 here in the New River CTC day 3 here in Beckley. And tough play there. Sweeney got trapped there. Look at this ball movement back and forth on the replay, brought to you by Little General. Wheeler and Jada Alley back and forth, and Jada gets the dime from Wheeler and puts it up and in. Sweeney triggers in for the Mohigans. They trail by 3, and Sophia Wasik works it around the perimeter. Into the post they go. Off the glass with the left hand. That one's strong. And Cabell Midland comes down there with the basketball. Quick push up ahead down to Wheeler, and that one falls in for her. Jasmine Wheeler with 7 of the 19 and with 5.5 to go first half. The Knights have extended their lead back to 5. Sophia Wasik works it. Left side. Now to the post they go to Bechtel. Passes here by Morgantown. On the attack, Sweeney. Right side, Wasik. Into the post. Now a kick baseline, the jumper good that time by Bechtel. 19-16, 4:45. Here in the first half. Wasik with the 2 there moments ago. Riley Alley thought about pulling the trigger from deep. Gives it over to her sister instead. So the Alley sisters back and forth. Now right side Wheeler. Skip pass. Back to Jada. Deep 3. That one was money. As soon as it left her hand, Jada knew it. Jada Alley with a big 3, and it's a 6-point Knight advantage. Almost halfway through the second quarter. Sweeney thought about pulling the trigger from deep herself. Now goes into Bechtel in the post. Up top, back to Ammons. They'll give off to Catherine Wasik, who will reset the offense with under 4 to go first half. Morgantown trailing by 6. Inside, Bechtel. Up and under, that one won't fall. Rebound Wheeler, here comes Cabell Midland. Top of the key 3 en route by Riley Alley. It's off the mark. Rebound inside by Morgantown will draw a foul as Bechtel had it. And she gets hacked. We're going the other way. Third foul on KK Potter. We'll keep an eye on that, as she is the first for either team in any foul trouble. 3:15 and counting first half. Morgantown needing a bucket here. Around the perimeter, work the Mohigans. Bechtel, top of the key, into the post to Ammons. Ammons through 2 defenders and draws the foul. Ammons listed at 6'2". Per rosters alone, she's the tallest player on the floor at the moment. And she had to deal with 2 defenders there to get to the free throw line. She's going to draw attention all day. She drops in the first. And the foul was awarded to KK Potter. She has 4. So KK Potter, the 6-foot junior, will probably spend a lot of the rest of the afternoon on the bench with those 4 fouls. Ammons drops in both to cut it to 4. Josie Graves on the floor for Cabell Midland now, replacing Potter. She goes to work in the post with the Knights leading by 4. And a walk that time by Alley. We'll give it right back to Morgantown. Graves, the freshman. Getting some run here with Potter in foul trouble. 2:30 and rolling clock here in the first half. Morgantown trailing by 4. Looking for 2 of those back right there was Sweeney. Her shot was a little off the mark. Knights on the attack. Alley up top to her sister Jada. Pull up, deep 2. Won't get the roll that time. Loose rebound ends up in the hands of Wheeler. A kick out. Back to Jada Alley. That 3 too strong. And Morgantown will clear it. 2-minute mark here, first half. Mohigans trail by 4 here in Beckley. Sophia Wassick with the handle. Alley right in her pocket. To the wing. Now dribbling back up top. 3 ball in route that time. Off the mark. Put back inside, though, will fall. With 99 seconds to go in the half, Morgantown has cut it back to 2 on Sweetie's bunny from the left side. Jada Alley on the attack. Cross-court pass, extra pass up top, finds Riley. Now back inside they go to Graves. Up top, Wheeler for 3. Back iron, too strong. Chasing down the long board was Lewis. Lewis finds a streaking Wheeler to the basket. Graves cleans it up. Back out, Alley for 3. Jada couldn't hit there, and Morgantown will clean it with 1:05 to go in the half. Couple of good looks there for Cabell Midland, but they could not connect, and a 2 could tie it, a 3 could take the lead for Morgantown. A jump ball will be called instead as Riley Alley ties up Bechtel. She tied up Mia Hinkins. And that will give the possession back to the Knights on the arrow. Final 50 of the first half, 22-20. Cabell Midland leads by 2. Wheeler, cross court to Graves. The freshman gives up to Alley. Up top to Wheeler. Attacks through 3 defenders. Won't get the bucket, but will head to the line for 2. Jasmine Wheeler attacking the paint with authority. She'll get 2 free ones here. With 35.1 on the second quarter clock, Ammons called for the foul, her first. Team's third. Wheeler's second is true. 3-point ball game, final 33 seconds of the first half, and Sophia Wassick, the freshman guard, patiently to the timeline, met there by Riley Alley. Off a pick. Riley will not get rid of her. Wassick, though, on the attack to the block, won't go. Rebound inside, and a putback will draw a foul. Autumn Lewis picks up her first personal. And to the line for 2 will go Caitlin Ammons. Dropping in the first. Ammons 4 of 6 from the line so far today. Hinkins replaced by Barrett Johnson. Final 16-9 of the first half as Ammons' second free throw rolls on in. 1-point ball game. Maybe the final possession of the half as the Knights look to take the lead in the locker room. Wheeler attacks. Ammons up top to Riley Alley with 5. Lewis covered up. First shot partially blocked, but chases it and banks it off the glass at the buzzer. Autumn Lewis persistent, and she's rewarded with the 2, and a 3-point advantage belongs to the Lady Knights as we head to the half. 25-22, game 2. Friday here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center, brought to you by Kindred Digital and Cabell County Schools.
Hey, this is Luke Samons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome. Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
When you're traveling with your most precious cargo, even the shortest day-to-day trips should be the safest. That's why Michelin designs tires like the new Cross Climate 2 that keeps you safer for longer than leading competitors. Because your family's safety tomorrow depends on the tires you choose today. Discover more at michelinman.com.
Halftime here in game 2, and it's the girls' turn, and a pretty good one so far. 25-22 our score with the Cabell Midland Lady Knights leading by 3. Zach Helton along with you. Producer Robbie Mounts, Andrew Bolin, Garrett Lester on the cameras today. We've got a full crew, and we're going to be here all afternoon. Game 1 was a dandy, 79-58 the final, with Greater Beckley Christian holding off Independence. Caden Smallwood with 20, and Mr. McGinnis, 12 points, 13 rebounds in the win for the Crusaders earlier today. Game 3 will follow this one. It'll be James Monroe coming in undefeated. Take on Webster County, 2 teams in the top 10 of Class A. Cabell Midland boys will take on Woodrow Wilson at 6:15, and Morgantown, the number 1 ranked boys squad in 4A, will take on the number 3 ranked AAA Shady Spring Tigers at 8 o'clock on the dot. Halftime stats, little scoring. Very good defense both ways. Morgantown trails by 3. They are led by Caitlin Ammons' 9 through the first 2 quarters. She's 5 of 7 from the line, 2 of 4 from the field, and she's knocking on the door of a double-double. She has 6 rebounds at the half. 4 points apiece from Catherine Wassick, and Ravaya Sweeney has 4. 3 points from Barrett Johnson and 2 points from Lindsay Bechtel at the half. Cabell Midland led the half by Autumn Lewis's 9 and Jasmine Wheeler's 8. Lewis with 5 rebounds and an assist as well at the half. Wheeler with 8 points, as I said, and 4 rebounds with an assist as well. 6 points from Jada Alley. 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 of 5 from the field. And KK Potter, despite being in foul trouble, she has 2 points. She has 4 fouls at the half. Morgantown has never led. An 8-0 run moments ago. They cut it to 3. Cabell Midland had a 9-point advantage before the end of the first quarter, but they have been held in check. One of the last 8 field goals at the moment for the Knights. 25-22 our score between the number 3 ranked Cabell Midland Knights and the number 4 ranked Morgantown Mohigans. It's just game 2 of 5 today. Should be an interesting day so far. We'll take one more break. We'll come back with the second half right here live from Beckley, Raleigh County Convention Center on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General.
Once again, used car values have skyrocketed. This means you can see a 25 to 30% increase in the value of your car. We want your trade-in, and we want to give this money to our loyal customers instead of paying that additional money to buy vehicles at the auction. So between now and March 31st, Lewis Nissan will offer up to 30% above Kelley Blue Book average condition for your trade. We will also throw in 0% financing for up to 84 months and rebates as high as $6,000. Visit lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
So what changed? How would you explain your success?
So I finally decided, don't compromise.
So as you can see, even a dummy knows when you've been hurt in a car wreck, don't compromise. Call John Mize.
Hey, this is Luke Samons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome. Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good. Every single time you bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're going to be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
(25-22) our score as we're wrapping up halftime here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. Zach Hilton along with you here in Game 2. Game 1 in the books. Greater Beckley Christian beat Independence 79-58. James Monroe and Webster County will follow this one in boys action the rest of the day. Cabell Midland and Woodrow Wilson at 6:15. Morgantown Shady Spring will end this day of day 3 of the New River CTC Invitational here in Beckley. We'll take one more timeout. We'll come back with the start of the third. The Lady Knights clinging to the 3-point advantage over the Lady Mohigans here on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hey, this is Luke Samons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome. Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Quick start to the third quarter. They didn't wait on us, did they? They go inside, and Caitlin Ammons gets two more to cut it to one. It's 25-24. Just underway second half, and Morgantown coming out, firing on all cylinders. A bucket, then a turnover. Ammons right in front of us to the left. Up top, three ball. In route that time by Johnson. It won't go. Good hustle in the corner by Lastic, trying to keep it in play, but the ball will be back in the hands of Cabell Midland. Cabell Midland, correct? There we go. Somebody's got to keep me straight. Robbie Mounts is the one to do it today. Just don't tell your dad I messed up the name. No. Cabell Midland with a 1 point advantage, and Riley Alley brings it up. Jasmine Wheeler had a pretty good first half. She handles, steps into a three. That one rattles out on her. Inside, Josie Graves keeps it alive, though, with the offensive rebound. Josie Graves wasn't even on my roster. Shows me to get prepared, and a nice feed into Jasmine Wheeler, who puts it off the glass with the left hand. Knights back up by three. Wassick, point guard, brings it up, settles left wing, cross court over to Bechtel. Baseline drive to the block, had it knocked away, and a steal. Here come the Knights again as Alley into the front court. Finds her sister for three. That one's strong. Wheeler inside, though, to keep the possession alive. Both teams doing great work on the offensive rebounds. This time on the attack goes Lewis. And a whistle inside. Jump ball will keep it with the Knights. Morgantown boys up in the seats in Section 6. They'll get their opportunity in a few hours in the nightcap, which should be an interesting matchup with Shady Spring. Knights looking for more with the lead. Wheeler's three strong. Rebound knocked out, they say last touched by Graves and the Knights. Almost 2 minutes into the third quarter. 3 point Knight advantage. Morgantown in the front court. As a three ball in route Johnson, that one's short. Nice rebound by Bechtel, and she'll head the line for two. Lindsay Bechtel, the 5'7" sophomore guard, to the line for two. The foul called on Lewis, her second. First free throw off the mark by Bechtel. Bechtel second in route and true. 27-25. Bechtel now with 3 points on the afternoon. Three ball in transition. Splashed home by Autumn Lewis. Morgantown not waiting around. Quickly in the front court. Johnson, fastball feed into Ammons. Her fadeaway shot with the right hand. Off the back of the iron, no good. Cabell Midland quickly in the front court off the defensive rebound. In transition. Into the post. And a walk called underneath on Lewis. Revia Sweeney, the 5'8" sophomore guard, back in the ballgame now for Morgantown. She'll replace Bear Johnson. 5:20, third quarter. It's a 5-point Knight advantage. Bechtel lets traffic clear up top to Sweeney. Sweeney picks up an extra defender down in the corner to Bechtel. Bechtel drives. Ammons in the paint going to work. First shot won't go. Put back good. Caitlin Ammons putting on a post display inside. Morgantown back within three. It's 30-27 with under 5 to go third quarter. Wheeler drives baseline to the block. Floater. No good. Rebound. Sweeney for Morgantown. A three can tie. A three en route. That one's short. And ball on the floor. And a turnover back to Cabell Midland. Morgantown player wearing number 15 is Kate Hawkins. She's not on the original roster. And she was, but she's wearing 34. Off the back of the glass, the runner will go for the Knights. 5-point Cabell Midland advantage. Alley with the bucket there for the Knights. A trap on the wing. As Sweeney gets trapped, but gets rid of it. And Wasik will dribble up top to reset. Halfway through the third, 5-point Morgantown disadvantage. Ammons in the corner. Behind the back dribble, going to work. Now drops it inside. Nice find by Wasik. Good play to draw the defense out for Ammons. Morgantown back within 3. Defense by Morgantown almost resulted in a turnover, but it ends up in the hands of Graves, and the freshman buries the jumper. 34-29, a 5-point advantage again for Cabell Midland. Sweeney into Ammons. Up top, 3-ball, in route and good. That time by Bechtel. Morgantown answering punch for punch here in the third. Knights break the backcourt pressure as Riley Alley into the corner, now skipped up top to Lewis. Around the perimeter this time, Jaden Alley with 3 of her own. Jada has 9 and lead back to 5. In the post, Morgantown goes to Ammons, and Ammons will head back to the line for 2 more. Caitlin Ammons will have to start paying rent at the free throw line. She's been there most of the afternoon, and she'll get 2 more. We're 2:32 left in the third. The foul on Cabell Midland called on Autumn Lewis, her 3rd. So Lewis with 3. She will stay put as they'll bring back in KK Potter. Potter in a little bit of foul trouble as well. Ammons gets 1 of 2. 2:30 third quarter. 37-33. The lead in the ball belongs to Cabell Midland. Alley in the front court. Right side, Potter. Potter attacks baseline, and then a whistle. As they say, Autumn Lewis stepped on the inline. Turnover quickly back in the hands of Morgantown, trailing by 4. Wasik into the front court with the left-hand dribble. Picked up there by Jada Alley. Right side, Sophie Wasik. So the Wasik sisters along with Johnson, Ammons, and Hawkins on the floor, and a timeout for Morgantown. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:03, third quarter. 37-33 our score, with Cabell Midland on top here on day 3 in game 2, presented by Kendrick Digital and Cabell County Schools.
Once again, used car values have skyrocketed. This means you can see a 25 to 30% increase in the value of your car. We want your trade-in, and we want to give this money to our loyal customers instead of paying that additional money to buy vehicles at the auction. So between now and March 31st, Lewis Nissan will offer up to 30% above Kelley Blue Book average condition for your trade. We will also throw in 0% financing for up to 84 months and rebates as high as $6,000. Visit lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
So what changed? How would you explain your success?
So I finally decided, don't compromise.
So as you can see, even a dummy knows when you've been hurt in a car wreck, don't compromise. Call John.
2:03 left, third quarter, 37-33 our score. Cabell Midland clings to a 4-point advantage. Morgantown using the timeout. We'll see what they draw up here on the offensive end. Sophie Wassick, the freshman, with the handle. Right wing now back up top, and a 5-second call called on Wassick because she wouldn't get rid of the basketball, and Jada Alley was right in her pocket. So the turnover after the timeout is something I know Jason White, the head coach of Morgantown, was not looking for there. 1:45 left here in the third. Cabell Midland with the ball in the lead. Graves down inside, they find Autumn Lewis for two. It's a 6-point advantage. Cabell Midland. Baseline jumper in route and good. This time, Caitlin Ammons from 18 feet out. That's the Morgantown disadvantage. Back to 4, 1:15 to go here in the period. Attacking is Riley Alley. Shot will not fall, but she will head to the line for two free ones. Ammons right here. She just said, you're going to give me the space. I'm going to bury the jumper. Ammons was 16 so far tonight. First free throw up and in for Alley. That's Riley Alley. Lindsay Bechtel, after a breather, will replace Catherine Wassick. Second free throw by Riley rattles out on her. Rebound knocked out. Last touch, they say, by Cabell Midland. 40-35, 5-point ball game here with 1:11 to go in the third. Morgantown down 5 into the front court. Ammons sets up in the high post, can't get it to her. And another timeout by Morgantown with 58.3. Going to try to draw up something again with under a minute to go here in the third. 5-point ball game with Cabell Midland leading by 5. This one's presented by Kendrick Digital and Cabell County Schools. Independence Greater Beckley. The boys' game was game 1 today with Greater Beckley winning 79-58. James Monroe, Webster County boys will follow this one, followed by Cabell Midland boys and Woodrow Wilson at 6:15. Morgantown Shady Spring boys will wrap up the day here. Day 3 of the New River CTC Invitational here at the Beckley Riley County Convention Center. See what Coach White and Morgantown draw up here out of the timeout. They go into Ammons. Her bunny won't go, and a tie up on the rebound inside. It will stay with Morgantown with 53.4 on the clock. Back to Ammons they go. She'll get it up to Wassick, the freshman. In the corner of Bechtel. 45 seconds to go here in the third. On the attack is the older Wassick. Cross court to Bechtel. Bechtel gets free. Into Ammons she goes. Ammons draws an extra defender. Left the first shot short, but the rebound attempt's knocked out by Wheeler inside. It will stay with Morgantown. Both Wassick sisters, Bechtel, Ammons, on the floor. And triggering in is Bechtel. Final 30 of the third. Bechtel left side. Guarded closely by Lewis, who almost ends up in her lap. Sophie Wassick, the freshman, drives, kicks down to Bechtel. Bechtel driving baseline to the free throw line. That one won't fall by Hawkins. Here comes Cabell Midland with the last opportunity of the third. Leading by 5. Wheeler, deep three, left it short, and that will end the third quarter. 40-35. Cabell Midland leads by 5 after 3 here on Video Productions.
Once again, used car values have skyrocketed. This means you can see a 25 to 30% increase in the value of your car. We want your trade-in, and we want to give this money to our loyal customers instead of paying that additional money to buy vehicles at the auction. So between now and March 31st, Lewis Nissan will offer up to 30% above Kelley Blue Book average condition for your trade. We will also throw in 0% financing for up to 84 months and rebates as high as $6,000. Visit lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
So what changed? How would you explain your success?
So I finally decided, don't compromise.
So as you can see, even a dummy knows when you've been hurt in a car wreck, don't compromise. Call John.
Galen Ammons for Morgantown leads all scorers with 16 after 3, but Cabell Midland leads by 5 as we head to the 4th. Autumn Lewis with 14, Jasmine Wheeler with 10, pacing the Lady Knights. Zach Helton along with you, courtside here at the Beckley-Riley County Convention Center. Game 2 of 5 today. This is the only girls game on tap today, but it has been a good one with number 3 Cabell Midland leading number 4 Morgantown by 5, heading to the 4th. It will be Lady Knight basketball shooting at the right end of the armory here in the second half. Riley Alley going to work. Morgantown man-to-man defensively. As Riley gives off to her sister Jada. The Alley sisters, Wheeler, Lewis, and Josie Graves on the floor. Graves getting some work now to the rack with the left hand and one. Josie Graves, the freshman, with a big bucket there, and she'll head to the line with the old-fashioned three-point play. Look at this one again, brought to you by Little General, as Graves getting some run here with KK Potter in foul trouble. And Graves can't complete the three-point play, but a nice offensive board by Lewis will send her to the free throw line. And Cabell Midland here starting the third on a little bit of a tear. Pisac called for both fouls, and that they say it was on the floor. Wheeler goes on the attack. Ammon says no ma'am about that one. The loose ball scooped up by Alley out in the forecourt. Now Wheeler going back to work on Ammons again. Attacks, spins, fadeaway, left hand gets the roll. Jasmine Wheeler giving up the size, but used the athleticism there. And it's a 9-point Cabell Midland advantage. First minute into the fourth quarter. Barrett Johnson with a handle. Right side to Wassick. Wassick attacks, finds her sister. Now Sophie and Catherine work it back and forth. Catherine trying to get it back to her sister, but it's snuffed out and knocked out by the Knights. 44-35 our score. We're a minute 15 into the fourth quarter here in game 2. Wassick inbounds to Ammons, and Ammons gets tied up with Lewis. Possession will stay with the Mohigans. Catherine Wassick will bring it up in the backcourt as Alley's right on her hip. Up top, Ammons, 3-ball in route, right of the mark. Rebound inside by Lewis. Cabell Midland with the ball in the lead with 6:20 to go here in regulation. Wheeler, cross court. Lewis, 3, got it. Nice find by Wheeler. And Autumn Lewis says it's springtime, but I'm going to drop one in nonetheless. 47-35, Cabell Midland trying to pull away here in this one. Into Ammons they go. Ammons regroups with the high pass and puts it off the glass with the right hand. Kaylin Ammons with 18 of the 37. Mohigans back within 10. They set up a little half-court pressure. Alley at the timeline. Back up top to her sister. Cross court over to Graves. Riley now in the corner. Wheeler wants 3. That one long. Rebound into the hands of Morgantown. There was no one in black underneath. It's cleared by Bechtel. Wassick trying to cross it over. And Cabell Midland knocks it out of bounds on the play. 5:20 for fourth quarter here in game 2. Brought to you by Kendrick Digital and Cabell County Schools. Morgantown triggers into Ammons, and that's almost automatic. Caitlin Ammons. 2 more. She has 20 of the 39. But the Lady Knights lead by 8. Riley Alley into the front court to her sister Jada. Jada and Riley back and forth, working through a couple of defenders. Right side, Wheeler. Wheeler. Nice ball handling. Swings it back up top, Jada. 4:50. And now a deep 2 by Lewis. On the way in good, and a timeout, Cabell Midland, to set up the defense with 4:40 left here in the fourth. 49-39, a 10-point night advantage. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Shout out to all our sponsors. Our overall sponsor, Little General, great prices, convenient places. They're with us everywhere. And this game presented by Kendrick Digital and Cabell County Schools. Let's reset things fairly quickly. It's 4:40 left on the fourth quarter clock. The possession here belongs to the Lady Knights. Morgantown has 2 full timeouts in their pocket. Cabell Midland, after that timeout, has 2 fulls and a 30 left. Neither team nowhere near the bonus, as they've both played fairly clean here in the second half. Morgantown sends out Johnson, Ammons, Wassick, Hinkins, and Bechtel. They'll set up the backcourt pressure. Morgantown will bring it up, though. Wheeler, Lewis, the Alley sisters, and the freshman Graves working for the Knights. Nice move inside by Bechtel to get the 2. Morgantown within 8, 4:20 to go. Jada Alley into the forecourt, goes away from a Lewis pick. To the block, through 2 defenders, off the glass and in. Jada Alley extends the lead back to 10, 51-41. Catherine Wassick into the front court. Right side over to Hinkins, and a foul's called on Cabell Midland. That time it will be assessed on Riley Alley, her first of the afternoon. Provides Sweeney back in the ball game for Morgantown with under 4 to go. Morgantown needs a flurry of buckets. One en route here by Catherine Wassick, the 3. Cuts it back to 7, 3:43. Morgantown not out of it yet. Alley on the attack again to the left block. Back up top, Lewis. To Jada. Jada Alley sizing up Sweeney. Now the left hand switching up into the paint by another defender, but she's fouled on the take. And an inbounds play coming up underneath for Cabell Midland. Bechtel called for the foul, her first, team's 4th. Triggering into Wheeler to the Knights. Wheeler between the leg dribble, going to work on Ammons. Now up top to Jada Alley, who will burn some clock here with the 7-point advantage. Jada to Lewis. Lewis driving baseline, floats it in with a right hand. Autumn Lewis has had a tremendous second half, and the lead is back to 9 with under 3 to go. High post Ammons. Ammons, step back, can't get free. May have walked with it, but got away with it. She finds Sweeney up top. Sweeney harassed. Gives off to Wassick. Bounce pass. Now they look inside, finding Bechtel. Bechtel's bunny won't go. Wheeler clears it out. Into the front court, she settles it up to Lewis. 2.5 to go here in game 2, and Cabell Midland trying to hold on against Morgantown. Wheeler on the attack. Into the paint. 10-footer. Left hand. Good. Jasmine Wheeler with 14 of the 55. And it's an 11-point lead with 2 and change to go. And a walk out on the perimeter. Morgantown having a tough time with the defense. 2 to go. Full timeout by Morgantown. We'll take it with them. 55-44 our score. Cabell Midland on top. This one presented by Kendrick Dental and Cabell County Schools.
For Kendrick Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kendrick Communications,
This is
home.
Hey, this is Luke Sammons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome. Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
Under 2 to go here in game 2. Cabell Midland Lady Knights leading the Morgantown Lady Mohigans 55-44. Morgantown trying to pressure a little defense, but Graves found herself open. Finds Lewis even more open in the right corner, and Autumn Lewis is having fun on a spring afternoon here in Beckley. 58-44, 95 seconds to go in this one. Into Ammons they go, and a tie up on the floor, but they say Graves ended up with it on her back and out of play, and I think there'll be a foul assist on Josie Graves, the freshman. Her first. Team's fourth. Morgantown down 14. With 1:20 to go, they go into Ammons, and the high pass snuffed out by Wheeler and into the hands of Jada Alley. What a tremendous effort all around, and a walk in the backcourt as that position was doomed from the start. Regardless of the steal, Wheeler was scooping herself up off the floor in the backcourt, and the Alley sisters were on completely opposite pages of the book, and Riley and Alley discussing it even further before going on defense. Morgantown trails by 14 with 1:10 to go. Ammons handles up top, off to Wassick. 3-ball in route this time by Johnson, a little short. Wheeler again had an opportunity at it, but it's kept alive by Morgantown. Back into the hands of Wheeler it goes, though, on the loose ball. And Riley Alley will let traffic clear and gives off to her sister with 50 seconds to go. Trap in the corner as Graves tries to get it up top. It's knocked out, last touched by Morgantown. Entry pass almost stolen by Catherine Wassick, but Jada Alley eludes her and brings it into the forecourt. Weave it back and forth up top, trying to run out this final 30 seconds, and a foul on the floor will be the 5th on Morgantown, so no free throws quite yet. Foul will be assessed on Kate Hawkins, the sophomore, second. Unless something crazy happens, Cabell Midland will move to 8-2. Morgantown will fall to 7-2. These two may face each other again in Charleston. And Morgantown will call up the Dogs for the final 15 as Jada Alley will weave through traffic. And that will do it. An impressive afternoon for the Cabell Midland Lady Knights. 58-44, the final. And we'll take a break and talk about it a little bit in the post game. This girls game was the final, 58-44, presented by Kendrick Digital and Cabell County Schools right here on Video Productions.
Hey, this is Luke Sammons, Cabell Midland football coach. Our kids are awesome. Football and athletics give kids an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves and to proudly represent their communities. Our kids work hard all year to be successful on this field and in the classroom, and they serve as positive examples for all students. Cabell County Schools, be awesome.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
When you're traveling with your most precious cargo, even the shortest day-to-day trips should be the safest. That's why Michelin designs tires like the new Cross Climate 2 that keeps you safer for longer than leading competitors. Because your family's safety tomorrow depends on the tires you choose today. Discover more at michelinman.com.
Welcome back to Beckley-Riley County Convention Center. Final in Game 2 is Cabell Midland Lady Knights hold off Morgantown 58-44. And interesting enough, 2 games in the books, 3 more to go. And this one, pretty much Cabell Midland from the second quarter on held true and held off Morgantown. Morgantown had no lead today and ended up falling by 14. But Cabell Midland, the number 3 ranked 4A girls squad, now 8-2. Morgantown, the number 4 ranked 4A girls squad, falls to 7-2 with the loss. Quick stats before we put a bow on it. For Morgantown, of their 44, 20 of them belong to Caitlin Ammons. She had 20 points and 7 rebounds on the afternoon. No one else to double digits for the Mohigans. Catherine Wassick with 9, Lindsay Bechtel with 8, Ravanna Sweeney with 4, and Barrett Johnson with 3 for Morgantown, who just shot 40% from the floor. Cabell Midland's 58 had 3 in double figures. Autumn Lewis with a tremendous afternoon, 24 points, including 9 of 12 from the field, 4 of 4 from behind the arc, and 2 of 2 from the line, and 7 rebounds. Autumn Lewis put the team on her back on a good Friday. Jasmine Wheeler with 14, Jada Alley with 10, Josie Graves, the freshman, playing in spite of KK Potter's foul trouble. She ended up with 5, and Riley Alley with 3 on the afternoon. Cabell Midland shot 52% from the field, including 55% from the line. There they were 5 of 9. So Cabell Midland now 8-2 with a 58-44 victory over Morgantown, who is now 7-2. Want to give a shout out to everyone working here today. Garrett Lester, my producer here for the wrap-up of Game 2. Andrew Boland, Robbie Mounts around here somewhere. Brian Shepard doing the stats. And you'll hear from 2-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Boland here shortly, as we're going to take a break before Game 3. James Monroe and Webster County set to tip off at 4:30, but they've been running everything early, so who knows. But you can watch that game and the rest of the games here this afternoon right here on Video Productions the same way you are now. It'll be a separate broadcast, so find it on your platform of choosing, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Carrier Pigeon, or old-fashioned payphone. We'll be back here shortly at Beckley-Riley County Convention Center on Video Productions, brought to you by Little General.